everyone. Today is September 10th, 2023, and we are in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Yeah, there's that tourist shop that's right across the street. Unfortunately, on a Sunday, that tourist shop doesn't open until like 11 o'clock in the morning, so it kind of defeats the purpose of having a tourist shop right now. By 11 o'clock, most people are probably going back to the ship for lunch. Who knows? Oh, today is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Belfast. We've had some pretty warm weather for Europe these past couple of ports. You know, when we stopped in Portland, UK, Guernsey, St. Peter Port, the one in Cove, Cork, and then yesterday in Dublin. It was very, very warm. Today in Belfast, there's really no humidity in the air. That's a little bit of cloud cover. They're saying it's supposed to rain today, but I can handle the rain. I love the rain. As long as it's not downpouring. I got my raincoat in case it's going to rain. Always carry a raincoat anyways if you're going to be in the UK, Ireland, or Scotland. You just never know when it's going to start raining. I did find out that they do offer a hop-on, hop-off bus here. I'm not quite sure how much they charge. It's got to be at least 35 pounds sterling. It takes you around the city for those that can't walk or don't like to walk and like to see the city. That's a great way to see the city. I can't see Belfast being more than an hour and a half tour on the bus. The hop-on, hop-off buses obviously give you the luxury of hopping off at certain spots because they do have a local museum in town, which is just south of where the city center is at. Maybe less than 3/4 of a mile. It's a free museum, by the way. You know, if these hop-on, hop-off buses came to the cruise line terminal, I think more people would use them because you're paying $15.95 just for a shuttle that gets you from the cruise terminal to here in City Hall. So you would think if these hop-on, hop-off buses would just have a couple of them for the cruise line passengers, you would think they would sell more of them because in all, you could hop on, hop off anywhere. As opposed to the cruise line shuttle service with the city, you can't get off at spots you want to get off. So it may not be worth it for you. Well, obviously the city center is a hotspot for tours and local tourists to meet up because this is obviously the center of the city, right? It would only make sense why everybody has this as the meeting point. I know later on here in a few hours I have the free yellow umbrella tour, and they're great. I mean, it's all based off the tips, so you pay whatever you want at the end, and it's a great way to have a nice leisurely stroll and learn about the history of the city. Now they do offer the same yellow umbrella service, free walking tours in obviously Dublin, here in Belfast, and also in Glasgow and Edinburgh as well. A link down below for those that might be interested in taking those free yellow umbrella tours. Free. I say free because it really is not free. So.
St. George's Market is one of Belfast's oldest attractions, built between 1890 and 1896, and is one of the best markets in the UK and Ireland. Located in the heart of Belfast City Centre, you can get to the market from Oxford Street, May Street, and East Bridge Street. The market is only open 3 days a week: Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. St. George's Market is the last surviving Victorian covered market in Belfast and has become one of Belfast's most popular weekend destinations. This delightful market includes 300 traders, crafters, musicians, and food vendors. St. George's Market has won many local, national titles and awards for its fresh local produce and great atmosphere. 6 things to check out while you're at the St. George's Market. Number 1, the food. On Saturdays, St. George's Market focuses on local delicacies, continental and specialty foods from all over the world. You can pick up coffee beans, local meat, seafood, cheese, homemade cakes, and organic produce. The locals do a raring trade in soft Belfast babs, which are filled with hot and cold fillings. A Belfast bab is an essential part to any trip to Belfast. And for the best in the city, the Belfast Bab Company at St. George's Market has the perfect stall for you, with sausages, eggs, bacon, and of course the delicious bread that makes the bab as popular as it is. Number 2, the arts and crafts. The Sunday markets have more emphasis on local arts and crafts. You can see artisans demonstrating their skills in selling handmade jewelry, candles, homemade jams, spices, and even chocolates. Number 3, the gifts. For gifts, look no further than St. George's Market. You can browse crafts, artworks, plants, local photography, metalworks, and so much more. Number 4, the clothing. Like most local markets, St. George has plenty of stalls selling t-shirts, hand-knitted sweaters, footwear, and children's clothing. You can look for bags, hand-loom scarves, crafted textiles, hats, and even shawls. Number 5, the jewelry. Several stalls sell handmade and boutique jewelry, which makes it a really nice gift or souvenir of your visit. Visit vendors like Steampunk Ireland, which has really unusual items. Country Crafts specializes in Celtic designs. Banshee Silver has contemporary silver and gold jewelry, which are inspired by Celtic myths. Number 6, the music. A special feature at St. George's Market are the local musicians serenading shoppers as they browse the stalls. They play background music, creating an absolute pleasant ambiance. Canine friends are also welcome, and a quiet shopping experience is also available between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, and 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Sundays. St. George's Market is an essential destination on any visit to the Belfast City Centre for both those living locally and further abroad. It's a market like no other.
I know that you're afraid, it feels like every day things are slipping away, you're slipping away, and you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind. And you say that you're fine, but now you're out of time, out of time, you're out of time, you're out of time, and now you're out of time. And now you're out of time. Never measure up, you'll never be enough. People say tough love, you should just suck it up. And you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts
finally made it to the Oyster Museum here. Seemed like I've walked forever. I love it. Look at this. It's like a, I don't know, anime goth type of a tour. It'd be awesome. Alright, let's go see what this is all about.
The Ulster Museum is home to Northern Ireland's treasures of the past and the present. The museum is home to the rich collections of art, history, and natural sciences, all set within the beautiful surroundings of Belfast Botanical Gardens. Discover new perspectives about ancient Ireland, inclusive global histories, the past troubles, and whatever the future has to hold. The collections of Ulster Museum tell the story of the shared Ireland experiences, connecting the dots around who they are, the past they shared, and the future they are building together. Remarkable art. Encounter the very best of the national collections in the 6 art galleries. You'll discover works from the 16th century to ultra-modern fashion, furniture, paintings, prints, and even sculptures. Explore nature. Discover the wonders of the natural world and the origins of the earth in the Natural Science Gallery. Gaze on beautiful crystals, amazing fossils, and explore how nearly 2 billion years of geological history are preserved in the rocks of Ireland. Discover history. The museum collection contains a wealth of fascinating artifacts from 10,000 years ago to the present day. The Discover History space offers a fun way to explore the Ulster Museum's history collection. Try reconstructing a prehistoric skull, take a selfie in a period costume, or find the largest shoe you've ever seen. There's always a guide on hand to answer any questions. The window on our world. This awe-inspiring structure rises 3 stories through the center of the Ulster Museum and houses the most impressive pieces from each of the museum's collections. It's dominated by a replica of one of Ireland's most impressive Celtic crosses, and a cannon retrieved from one of the sunken ships of the Spanish Armada. Learn about Northern Ireland's troubles and beyond. Explore the troubles and Northern Ireland's continuing emergence from the years of conflict in the context of wider social, economic, cultural, and political influences. Learn more about the history of the conflict and its impact on everyday life, people, and communities through a remarkable range of objects, reflecting diverse perspectives and experiences. Many of the objects have been contributed directly by the public as part of the Collecting the Troubles and Beyond project. Make the most of your day to the museum with either a bite to eat in the Win and Pim Cafe, or pick up the perfect gift in the Ulster Museum shop. The Ulster Museum is open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The museum is closed on Mondays and on Northern Ireland holidays. Remember, the museum is completely free to visit, and no bookings are required.
So that was the Ulster Museum. Highly worth going to, especially if you're doing your own thing on the Regal Princess here in the British Isle tour. When you land in, get into the terminal, it's worth coming down to this museum. I spent probably a good 2.5, 3 hours. Seen pretty much most of it, but you know, I walked through in a good pace. I mean, literally, you could spend a half a day easily if you're looking and reading everything in that museum. They got everything you could possibly imagine there. They got fossils to all the elements, science. They got a big section for kids, workshop. They had special exhibits that continuously rotate out of there. Wonderful museum, and if you can go, please go. It's totally worth it. So needless to say, I'm going to take a walk back, not a bus. I'll have to catch the shuttle at some point when I get into town. Take me back over to the cruise terminal. It's about 4 o'clock in the evening. I got about, 3 more hours before I need to get back. See what I stumble upon on the way back. All in all, it's been a really nice day here in Belfast. Had a little sprinkle, but that was about it. It's been pretty cloudy throughout the day. The sun came out for a little bit, but it's been really nice. So, can't beat that. So, that was Belfast, Northern Ireland. What a day. Had a great day doing it like I always do on my own stuff. Do it your own to me is so much better than going on some of these excursions, to be honest with you. You just never know what you're going to discover. Once you get back to the city center, for those that are taking that Princess shuttle, they pick up right across from the City Hall where they drop you off in the morning. It's about a 10-minute, 15-minute ride back. The shuttle runs every 20 minutes, so be aware of that. I believe the last shuttle bus leaves at 7 o'clock at the city center, so don't miss it. Otherwise, you're taking an expensive cab ride back to make it back to the ship by 7:30. Tomorrow, September 11th, we are going to Intergroven. I believe is how you say it. Intergroven, Scotland, in the Glasgow area. Tomorrow we will be taking a private tour, my wife and I, to go and see the outside, the countryside, north of Glasgow, to see what that's all about. So until tomorrow, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow in Scotland.